Hi, Assalamualaikum. Greetings to our lecturer, Sir Abdul Rahman bin Muhammad. By the way, my name is Muhammad Hafiz bin Ismail. My registered number is 13DTK21F1041.
Hi, my name is Putri Ezra Alina binti Karanizam and my registered number is 13DTK21F1028.
Understand? Today, my partner and I are going to discuss about prevention of water pollution in Malaysia. Now, let us proceed to the next slide. Okay. Okay, this is introduction. Water consumption is critical to our physical well-being aside from this self-evident truth. Water is a vital component of our ecology. Water, on the other hand, must be kept pure in order to perform its numerous duties. As contaminant, water would have negative environmental and health repercussions. Okay.
Okay, so this is table of content. So we have introduction, issues, solution, values, and conclusions. So let's proceed to the next slide.
Okay, the next slide is factor of water pollution. Okay, the next point is domestic waste. Domestic waste residential pollution is pollution induced by domestic waste on the environment, which that come mostly from the kitchen, bedroom, and laundry. Okay, and food waste, dishwashing waste, rubbish, and toilet waste. Okay, wastewater container wastes, feces, urine, and laundry waste is referred to as sewage. In poor countries, sewage disposal is a serious issue. Many people in this location lack access to sanitary conditions and safe drinking water. In location without access to hygiene conditions, unfiltered sewage water can contaminate the water, resulting in sickness. Okay. The next point will be continued with my friends.
Thank you, Hafiz. So I will continue with the next point. So we have industrial influence. So the effect of the industrial pollution are are far-reaching and relevant to effect of their work. So when it is involved in the series of the processes, the water comes into the contract contact. Sorry, I'm sorry. Okay. When it is involved in the series of the process, the water comes into the content of heavy metals, harmful chemicals, radioactive waste, and even organic sludge. Besides that, we have studied the resources of the water pollution. That is, the farmer is using too much of insecticides or pesticides. Because of pesticides are potentially toxic to humans and can cause both acute and chronic health effects, depending on the quantity and method of the expose. Some older, less costly pesticides can remain in the soil and water for a year. There have been a ban for economic use in the economies, but I'm sure there are many in developing countries who are still using it. So I will pass the next slide to my friends.
Okay, the next slide is solution conserve water. The first point is treatment of sewage. Increases in population, the use of massive amount of fertilizers and pesticides in modern agriculture. The expansion of the food processing industry and the expansion of other industries sorry. Uh, as a result, sorry. Other industrial processes all contribute to the volume of sewage and wastewater in most parts of the world. As a result, wastewater treatment aims to remove compounds with a high BOD pathogenic organism and hazardous chemicals. Okay, the next point is conserve water. The most effective way to save water is to replace inefficient fixture with more efficient fixture. However, there are other things you can do to help reduce the amount of water you use at home. You waste gallons of water every time you flush a cigarette pipe, facial tissue, or other small piece of trash. Place them in the trash or better yet recycle them. Okay, the next point is conserve is environment friendly product is can be continued with my friends.
The next point is the environment-friendly products. So in this case, it can develop and maintain a master list of facilities approved environmental cleaning products in the facilities cleaning policy, as well as a list of approved suppliers. I will give some example. So the firstly is we can simplify the we can simplify the environmental cleaning process in our life. Next, we should minimize the training requirements for the cleaning staff. And finally, we also can reduce the potential for errors in preparation and use. And for my second point, for the conserved water, as it is similarity as my second point, water also needs to be saved because requires more energy to pump water from a river or lake into our homes. The uses of water can reduce the amount of energy needed to refill it. As example, we can take a short shower, fix leaking pipes, close running pipes while brushing your teeth, recycle water in your home, and use well use water saving equipments. So I will I will pass my last slide to my friends. Meanwhile, there are several values that I want to share with you guys, which are individual, family, and community. So I would like to explain on individual. So we recommended to use a less plastic is a good idea for me. This is because 100,000 marine animals are killed by the plastic bags each year. So we suggest to switch to reusable bags to reduce our overall waste and keep the sea life from harms. Moreover, we should save hundreds of dollars per year by saying goodbye to plastic bottles so it won't contaminate with the sea. So, for a second value is from family. Parents should be a Parents should be a responsibility to be a role model to their children. As example, parents should not teach their children to use the cooking oil down the kitchen sink without thinking about what does to the environment. Thus, oil discard pollutes the water following through the drains. Instead, they collect leftover cooking oil jar and expose it together with the solid waste. And lastly is a community. We should take a proper precaution when dealing with toxic chemicals in the river. So let's move on to the next slide. As the conclusion and the result, life is ultimately about choices, and so is the water pollution. We can't live with a contaminated river and fish that are poisonous to our drink and eat. So, to avoid these scenarios, we can work together to keep the environment clean so the water bodies, plants, and animals, and people also who depend on it remain healthy. To conclude, overall, water pollution is majorly the result of those oil spills and industrial as well as human waste disposal. This gravely affects our environment and eventually the life of humans and animals. Water pollution is a serious health concern that many countries of the world have to face it. Even some of the most developed nations like the United States are not affected or they are not protected from the effect of the pollutions. This situation is worse in their country because they have a sanitary conditions, absence of adequate medical facilities, and a low awareness of health issues that can be a main causes of the water pollution and disease by it. For example, we can help them by using environment friendly detergent, not to pouring all the drains, reducing the usage of pesticides, and so on. We also can take community action too to get our river and seas clear, and we can take our actions as a country and continue to pass law against the water pollution. And we also can work together and we can make the water pollution less of a problem and the world becomes a better place. That's all from us. I hope that you guys get a lesson, and thank you very much for lending your ears to us. And I hope that you guys get some a lesson from our topic. So stay safe, thank you, and save our earth. Bye. And don't forget to subscribe and like my channel. Bye. Thank you.